Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. My name is Nadine Septiarini. I'm from Madrasah Sanawiyah 1 Padang Lawas. The honorable judges, I'm standing here to tell a story about Daud alaihi salam. So ladies and gentlemen, Daud alaihi salam was of the people of Banu Israel. When he was still very young, he joined the army of Banu Israel who were planning to fight the people of Jerusalem so that they could enter the Holy Land and live there. At the time, the people of Jerusalem were a strong and battle-hardened group of people called the Philistines. Banu Israel were scared of fighting the Philistine army. They had only a few hundred soldiers on their side, and the Philistine army had thousands. The leader of the Philistine army was a huge and fiercely strong man called Judul or Goliath. The Banu Israel was terrified when they saw Judul's strength and size. But Daud alaihi salam was incredibly brave, even though he was still so young. He stepped forward and said, "I will fight Judul." The leader of the army said, "You're too young." He was reluctant to let Daud alaihi salam fight Judul and asked for his soldiers if anyone else would volunteer. When no one else stepped forward, the leader finally agreed to let Daud alaihi salam fight Judul. When Judul saw Daud alaihi salam come towards him, he exclaimed, "I will not fight such a young and weak boy." Daud alaihi salam had no sword or spear, not even a shield. He only had a slingshot as a weapon. He prayed to Allah and asked for his help. Then he was ready to fight. Daud alaihi salam loaded the slingshot with a small stone. He pulled the sling back as far as it would go, aimed and released it. The small stone went zooming through the air and hit Judul directly on his forehead. Judul fell to the ground with a thunderous noise. Then, a young boy, armed with nothing but a slingshot and a small stone, asked for Allah's help and defeated the mighty warrior Judul, the leader of the Philistine army. The Banu Israel then fought the Philistine army and won the battle, even though they had fewer soldiers. Daud alaihi salam, his family, and his friends finally entered the blessed city of Jerusalem. Years later, Allah blessed Daud alaihi salam with something wonderful. He made Daud alaihi salam a prophet and the king of Jerusalem. Daud alaihi salam was sent special messages from Allah. These messages are called revelations, and all the revelations were put together in a book called Judul. Allah also blessed Daud alaihi salam with a beautiful and melodious voice. When he would recite the Judul and glorify Allah, even the animals and birds would gather around him to listen and join in. Daud alaihi salam had other blessings from Allah. He was renowned for his great wisdom and ability to judge between people when they had disagreements. Another gift from Allah to Daud alaihi salam was that when he held hard metal in his hand, it became soft and he could bend it any way he liked. Daud alaihi salam was the king of Jerusalem for 40 years. During this time, there was peace between people, the different tribes who lived in Palestine. Toward the end of his life, Daud alaihi salam started to rebuild Masjid Al-Aqsa. The blessed masjid had first been built by Adam alaihi salam after he helped build the Kaabah in Makkah. After many years, Masjid Al-Aqsa lay in ruins and was rebuilt by Ibrahim alaihi salam. After generations, when Daud alaihi salam was the king of Jerusalem, Masjid Al-Aqsa was again in need of rebuilding. Rebuilding Masjid Al-Aqsa was a huge project, and sadly, Daud alaihi salam passed away before he could complete it. It was Daud alaihi salam's son, Sulaiman alaihi salam, continued to work and completed rebuilding Masjid Al-Aqsa. Daud alaihi salam lived to be 100 years old and was buried in Jerusalem. No one is sure where. May Allah peace be upon him. I think that's our story about Daud alaihissalam. Thank you everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.